Now that you've learned about World War II and why the U.S. got involved, you are going to break up into two groups. Group 1, who is for the U.S. entering the war, and Group 2, who does not want to join the war. Each group will have equal time to present their argument as to why or why not the U.S. should get involved.
I think that we should get involved in World War II because Germany already sunk some of our supply ships, and also we already signed the Lend-Lease Act in 1941 in March, offering all possible aid short of war to Britain. So if we're offering all of that aid to begin with, we might as well just go to war.
Another fact that should lead into the U.S. involvement in World War II, along with those other reasons, is in 1941 we signed the Atlantic Charter Act with Britain to fight against fascism.
Why did the Great Depression have so much to do with the U.S. wanting to stay out of the war?
For many reasons, I choose for us not to go to war because, for number one, it was during the Depression and Americans felt that the government needed to be helping people at home, not abroad. They should be staying with their families and helping out where they can, where they're needed, not going out and fighting and possibly dying and leaving their families abandoned at home.
Most Americans felt that help or aid was needed more inside the country rather than abroad.
And also, World War I was fairly recent, and there was still a lot of our minds. We did not want to get involved in something that wasn't necessarily for us to get involved in. That was outside of our country. Let them deal with it on their own, and not us helping them.
Why was the attack on Pearl Harbor such a turning point for the U.S. entering the war?
On December 7th, the attack on Pearl Harbor led to President Roosevelt asking Congress for permission to declare war on Japan, and Germany declared war on the U.S. December 11th.
Another issue is President Roosevelt did not care for Hitler and how he came to power, and also how he was invading foreign countries who did not defend themselves.
Americans wanted to continue an isolated approach towards foreign affairs.
And also, many Americans felt that if we should give any aid, it should be in the forms of maybe guns and tanks and all that, but without actually declaring U.S. troops.
Last but not least, many Americans felt that aid should be given, but not in the form of American troops. Why should we suffer and have our people go out and kill themselves basically for a war that's not even ours, that we didn't even start? In my opinion, we need to stay home, and we need to help our families, and we need to help our community. That's where it starts off at. We just got back on track from World War I, like I said earlier, and I just feel that after that, you need to be with your families. So, in my opinion, we shouldn't go to war. So, you guys make good points on us going to war, but I think the cons outweigh the pros, so that's my opinion.